Well, hello everybody. The DUI guy is back once again with more content for you and you and you and you and you. How's everybody doing today? It is hot, you guys. It is hot as hell outside right now. We have about 90 degrees, I think they said, and with the, I was going to say wind chill, with the heat index is like 101 right now. It is hot, you guys, and I'm happy to be in this air conditioned space right now. I will say that. Definitely need some air conditioning in my life right now. No real major updates to report. Yesterday there was a little bit of a glitch with the monetization and memberships for a very brief moment. It didn't last longer than an hour. Not exactly sure what happened. I think it was triggered by... So some of you know YouTube has rolled out these shorts. And I'm not talking about the things you wear on your legs. I'm talking about the videos that are of 60 seconds or less in length. And those videos are basically, they're trying to mirror TikTok, basically, in a way. And so there's really it's competition. They're creating competition for themselves with TikTok. And so for creators who are taking advantage of the creating of shorts and whatnot, they are offering bonuses. Now, I didn't know about these bonuses literally until yesterday when I received my very first one. The way that they roll them out, as I understand these bonuses, I don't know what value they can be and what value that they are. I got $100. It's cute. It's nice. Extra free money, never hurt anybody. But I'm sure some people can use that $100 in much more expansive ways than I can. The beauty about that is, so for all the shorts that generated views in July, you get a little bonus, and now and it kicks in somewhere between the 8th and the 10th of the following month. So yesterday was the 9th, right smack dab in the middle there, and I accepted it, and as soon as I accepted it, my monetization all but disappeared. And I didn't know what the hell happened because, you know, I'm a member of my own channel, so I was able to see that my membership has been canceled to my own channel, and I'm like, what is going on here? So I had a chance to look into it, and I messaged them, and they very quickly corrected the issue. I think it was just a minor glitch. And back to business as usual. It has been generating lots and lots of views, these shorts, and I think there's like $100 million fund that they're supplying all these creators for. So if they're giving everyone $100, they can support 1 million creators, and that's kind of cool. 1 million people can get $100. I mean, of course, I would wish that they would give the full $100 million to me, but I don't have a say in the matter, and I will take the $100 that they have offered on the table. So thank you, YouTube, for that, and thank you for quickly fixing an error, because as soon as I accepted it, my monetization just disappeared. And I was scared, but at the same time I was like, this is a little too coincidental. It said like, email 2:06 p.m. Thank you for accepting the bonus. Email 2:07 p.m. Your channel membership has been canceled. And I'm like, okay, this is a little suspicious. Might be a glitch on their part. But anyway, that has since been fixed, and I apologize for some. I remember some of you commented saying, "Is everything okay? Did Larry get demonetized?" And I was for an hour yesterday. I was demonetized. Scary stuff. I don't rely on YouTube for money, but it's kind of nice. I kind of expect that chunk of change to always be in my bank account, assuming everything is going well. Hey Greek Bull, hey Canada, hey Carlitos, News Now, Lipsia, T Stretch, Elise, and Michelle. Thank you. Michelle says she loves the shirt. I've got the Nirvana shirt, and of course you all can see the title of this episode, season 4, episode 6, is No Apologies, which is a song by Nirvana. So absolutely we are sporting, hey Richard, we are sporting the Nirvana shirt, and we are sporting the one of their famous songs. So today, we are going to start, some of you may remember the video that we ended on yesterday, and I had to run. If you all noticed, I didn't get a chance to really talk about the video very much. That's because I was running late to a lunch appointment that I had with my friend, and so I was unable to stay very long and discuss. But we're going to be reviewing another video. That's the defense attorneys conspiring against their own client. We're going to revisit that video from ASD Doc's perspective. So that's going to be first on our agenda. And then we're going to review a couple more videos, or more, depending on how long they are. And so, is it All Apologies? I thought it was No Apologies. All Apologies is one of the lyrics, BNH. Am I wrong? I thought it was No Apologies. Is it All Apologies? Did I? Oh my goodness. I knew that. But I thought they also had a song called No Apologies. What is wrong with me? Wow. Well, I'll fix that after, after I guess. Whoops. Chess London system. Are you practicing your London system, Subfreak? The London system. What is it? D4, Bishop, E3, or E5? No. F5? I don't remember. I'm very bad on playing it in my head. I'm not very good. But I know it's definitely D. If you're playing white, the London system is D4, Bishop F4, right? And then you have the ability to bring the knight to C3 or push the E pawn forward. Yeah, Bishop F4, exactly. So there we go. I think I corrected it a little bit. I'm a huge chess aficionado myself, Subcomfreak, so I'm not very good, don't get me wrong, but I do enjoy the game. All right, let me go ahead and minimize myself and make this bigger. And this is ASD Doc's video about the defense attorneys conspiring against their own client. This is the link. It is now officially in the chat. And off we go.
What do you do when an officer lies through his teeth and tags on false charges against you? What do you do when your defense attorneys try to pressure you into accepting a plea deal? What do you do when the judge in your case, along with the prosecutor and your own defense attorneys, conspire to have you imprisoned? What you're about to witness is a massive case of deliberate court corruption. Let's go and get a warrant.
Oh yeah, good call, Greek Bull. So we reviewed this video yesterday. Now we're going to have the commentary of ASD Docs. You all have recommended I do that, so I'm going to do it. My email is pinned if you all need it.
He's not going to come save them, I'll bet you. So we're going to execute the warrant. But he's out there, probably waiting on his attorney or something.
Could I just know what time the warrant was issued? What time did my attorney leave?
now watching an ASD Docs investigation. Hey guys, my name is Andre, and in today's video, we're going to be exposing a lot of different people. Some of these people are police officers, while some of these people are of other higher authority positions. Today, we're going to be exposing UPD Officer Jared Cardone, Attorney Heather Chestnut, Attorney Daniel Torrance, Prosecutor Nathaniel Swift, and Judge Catherine Bernards Goodman of the West Jordan 3rd District Court in Utah. Before I go any further into this investigation, I must reiterate that these are allegations. You are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. I'll be leaving timestamps for those of you that want to skip the whole backstory of this case. I do recommend that you watch this video in its entirety so that you have complete context of the severity of what is really going on here. With all of that said, let's get started.
So we saw most of this.
This is Luis Sanchez.
Yesterday.
He contacted me on Facebook on July 8th, 2021, asking me for assistance in exposing defense attorneys, a district court judge, a prosecutor, a bailiff, and a court clerk. He assured me that he had tons of evidence to prove everything that he was telling me was true. As you can imagine, I was extremely skeptical. I'd never had a case where this much evidence was presented to me. This case is about corruption in every sense of the word. I want to give a quick shout out to Luis Sanchez's YouTube channel. After all of the lies and deceit and corruption that Luis has endured since 2014, he took matters into his own hands and filed a lawsuit against his own defense attorneys. He's a pro se plaintiff. I know for a fact Luis has a bright future within this community, and I hope all of you go over to his YouTube channel and let him know ASD Docs sent you. With all of that said, here's a quick word from our sponsor, and then we're going to get right into the investigation. Want to become your open malfunctioning that stemmed from an alleged DUI. Mr. Sanchez has always maintained his innocence and demanded a jury trial for the charges that stemmed from an alleged DUI.
Thanks,
Countless
Mr.
times he has requested video recordings of his arrest. Officer Jared Cardone from the UPD claimed that his dash camera had been malfunctioning on that night. The remaining recordings taken at the police station were unlawfully deleted by police, and other reports were withheld from Mr. Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez's constant demand for a trial and his refusal to pleading guilty allegedly angered his attorneys.
Okay,
On
so
March 19th, 2018, Luis Sanchez had arrived early to court. He said he spent a few minutes waiting in his car to kill some time before entering the courthouse. Sanchez states he was outside the courtroom doors by 9 a.m. He also claims he attempted to walk inside, but that the courtroom was overcrowded. This was evident from courtroom video recordings. Sanchez says he waited outside the courtroom doors so that it would clear up a little before he attempted to find a seat. He explains he did not go in because he had many times in the past been instructed to wait outside and not block the doors for it being a safety hazard.
In 2018, I had a court hearing, a pretrial court hearing, I believe. Court hearings weren't to begin until 9 a.m. I arrived in front of the courtroom doors around a few minutes before 9, for sure. And it was packed, it was overflowing with people, so I couldn't even get inside. So I waited in front of the courtroom doors. They have benches on the side because of the same reason. And I was waiting. I waited for a few minutes until I saw that it cleared up a bit, and I decided to go in. Once I went in, I didn't see my attorney, Daniel Torrance, but I saw Heather Chestnut, which was on my case as well. After a few minutes, I walk up to her and I ask her if Daniel Torrance is going to be absent, as he had been absent at the previous court hearing. She tells me that my case had already been called and to just wait until the judge calls my case again. At that moment, I realized that something was up, because I had been in front of the courtroom by 9 and I didn't see Daniel Torrance leave. So I started to get really nervous. So I made sure to document what time I spoke with Heather Chestnut, just in case later on I needed that information. And to my surprise, they had called my case 15 minutes before any court proceeding was to start. They called my case around 8:45, and they did it in order to get a warrant out for my arrest for failure to appear.
Okay, this is the part we saw yesterday. We know what's about to happen.
Let's go and get a warrant. 8:40 a.m. Heather Chestnut points at the clock on the wall. Note that court hearings and her client, Mr. Sanchez, are not scheduled to start until 9 a.m. It's time. 8:45. 4 minutes. 8:45.
Now, the one thing we don't have evidence of is that court is scheduled to begin at 9. Now, everyone keeps saying it's scheduled to begin at 9, but the only evidence we have is hearsay evidence that court begins at 9. I would like to actually see a docket where it says court must begin at 9. If that's the case, this is extremely messed up. Extremely messed up. Because it's 8:40 and they're waiting until 8:45. Is there a docket at 8:45 a.m.? Was Mr. Sanchez on the 8:45 docket? Some courts have an 8:30 a.m. docket, an 8:45 docket, a 9 a.m. docket. I don't know this jurisdiction. I don't know what dockets it has, but they seem to be waiting for 8:45. And there are already people sitting in the courtroom. They might be waiting for the 9 a.m. docket. Maybe they're waiting for an 8:45 docket. I don't know. I don't know. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and join on as a member if you're so inclined to get lots of perks such as emojis and a badge and access to secret stuff. Doug Onby says that Natalie Lawyer Chick called and verified that court is to begin at 9. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. If that's the case.
Let's call him before you get involved with talking to somebody. Well, I mean, we've got.
Good morning, Your Honor. Oh, you're ready? Good.
8:45 a.m. Right on cue. Prosecutor Nathaniel Swift walks up to go on record and falsely accuse Mr. Sanchez of frequently missed court hearings and tardiness.
Thank you. That's all I'm ready on for now. Thanks.
Sanchez.
And, Your Honor, Miss...
Okay, so that's where he reminds, Torrance reminds the other attorney that we need to call Mr. Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez's case. As you can see, the courtroom is starting to get filled up.
Mr. Torrance is here today. We're ready on Mr. Sanchez. 82, State of Utah versus Sanchez. Excuse me.
He's not present, Your Honor.
And you don't expect him? Or?
Judge Katie Bernards Goodman just asked that very important question because it's only 8:45 a.m. and she's very aware that court proceedings do not start until 9 a.m.
I'm sorry?
And you're not expecting him to come?
Well, I always expect him, although last time he was not here, and it was only after my secretary called him that he remembered to come, so...
Court records indicate Mr. Sanchez was present with Heather Chestnut on previous court hearings, which was ironically rescheduled by Judge Bernard Goodman due to Mr. Torrance being absent, not Sanchez.
Mr. Sanchez has a history of coming in very late.
Out of dozens of court hearings, court records show Mr. Sanchez had been late once and missed just one court date. No, this case has been active for more than 5 years due to the ineffective assistance from defense attorneys Heather Chestnut and Daniel Torrance.
He has missed a few altogether.
So bench warrant?
After prosecutor Nathaniel Swift lied to the court, he then proceeds to ask for a warrant against Mr. Sanchez. All the while, court proceedings are not to start for another 15 minutes.
I'd ask for a warrant, and
Oh
what we have the problem for is I don't intend on setting this. I don't want to set it for trial until we square away the discovery type of stuff, and so he needs to be here for that.
All right, we'll set a bench warrant, 15,000 cash, commence bond forfeiture.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have this morning. If I could be excused.
We're going to take him into custody. Hey, Steve?
At 9:05 a.m., there's an overcrowded courtroom. People are standing between the courtroom doors and waiting outside for seats to become available. At 9:07 a.m., Mr. Sanchez walks in wearing a white collared shirt and gray pants. Bailiff Steve Adams appears to inform Judge Bernard Goodman of his arrival.
I'm speechless, you guys. I still can't believe that a defense attorney would stoop this low to set up a client, because there's no other way to put this. I don't understand what is going on in here. I mean, I understand it. I refuse to believe it. That's how bad it is. This is a clear setup. I've never seen anything like it. The case has been going on for so long, the defense attorney just got tired of this case and decided to set his client up because it's easier to extract a guilty plea from a person who's incarcerated. Is that the strategy? Or I can't say he made a mistake. He literally, off the record, at 8:40 a.m. said something. He whispered something along the lines of, should we just call the case and get a warrant out on him? This is unbelievable, you guys. This is unbelievable. And all the evidence seems to be weighing heavier and heavier in favor of Mr. Sanchez. Well, it's not, I wouldn't call it a civil right lawsuit. That's not the lawsuit that you would be filing. This would be more along the lines of filing, I don't even know what you do with this. I mean, ineffective assistance of counsel is glaringly obvious. So that's an 1142 motion right there. Then you have probably a bar complaint at the very least. Consumer protection, the Attorney General, a complaint with the Attorney General asking for a full refund of your fee at the very least, plus compensation for the troubles that you had to go through as a result of this warrant being taken out on you. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to get all these things, but it's definitely worth a shot. The court records show he was only late once and failed to appear once, but yet the defense attorney failed to appear several times, so continuances were granted there. Well, that's the professional misconduct. That's the bar complaint that I'm talking about. This is bizarre. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't understand what the motivation was when you remember the question that the judge asked. Do you expect him to be here? My inclination would have been, Your Honor, if you don't mind, let's recall the case. Let's see if he arrives. Sometimes he's a little bit late. Let's see if he shows up, and then we'll recall the case. Instead, he said, no, he's not here. Let's call the case now. And the allegation is that it's before 9 a.m. when the court is supposed to begin. And little do we know that Mr. Sanchez is on his way. And the judge, after saying, well, I will issue a warrant rather than hearing an objection from defense counsel. I mean, obviously this is what he wanted, but the proper response from an attorney when the judge is wanting to issue a bench warrant, because we've been in these situations before. Client doesn't show up, and we ask the court for more time to find our client. Maybe we can't get a hold of the client. Sometimes the judges grant them, sometimes the judges deny them, but at least we've done everything we could. And if we can't get a hold of our client and our client doesn't show up to court, well, we have a problem. I mean, that's just the way it is. We're not miracle workers. We can't procure a person that is not there and doesn't want to show up. But if you are intentionally getting a warrant out for your own client through the judge because the client is not there and court hasn't even started yet, and you're alleging that he's constantly late when court records show, if true, that he was only late once and maybe missed one court date, I mean, that's messed up. That is messed up, you guys. Holy shit. That's not just poor lawyer work. That is a, I don't even know the word for that, honestly. This is an abomination, this whole case. And plus, it's been going on for 5 years. Why has it been going on for 5 years? It's a DUI case. Set it for trial and get it over with. What is taking you 5 years? This is Utah. I mean, yes, the DUI laws are probably very strict over there, but if he doesn't want to plead guilty, set it for trial, try it, and win or lose. Just do it, man. Do it. Don't just sit on your hands and hope it will disappear.
Oh, State of Utah versus Bradford.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
At 9:17 a.m., Mr. Sanchez approaches Heather Chestnut. She would inform Sanchez that a warrant had been issued for his arrest and instructed him to wait until the judge called his case again. Prosecutor Nathaniel Swift sees Mr. Sanchez speaking to Ms. Chestnut at 9:17 a.m.
Okay, let me take a pause real quick. You guys, there are like 85 people in here and only 27 likes? Are you kidding me right now? Like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. What the hell? What the hell? That's more like it.
It's now 10:43 a.m. It takes prosecutor Nathaniel Swift about an hour and a half before he finally decides to inform Judge Bernard Goodman
Hey,
that
Caucasian,
Mr.
David,
Sanchez
Ukalena,
is waiting
Rich.
between the doors. Now, mind you, Mr. Sanchez has been seen in clear view of the judge, the clerks, the bailiff, his attorneys, and the prosecutor for, again, the past hour and 36 minutes. Mr. Sanchez can now be seen on his phone, unsuccessfully
Hey, Duke.
attempting to reach his defense attorney,
In
Daniel
VO.
Torrance.
Mr. Sanchez is standing in the
Was that one we'd already called
yeah.
and issued a warrant because he's always late?
Notice how his own defense attorney, by the way, this is the blonde lady right here, one of his defense attorneys, is literally just standing there as if she can't hear what's going on. Like, at least voice your objection. Your Honor, I've spoken to him. We would like to recall the warrant. That's all she has to say. 5 words. We would like to recall the warrant. Whatever, 8 words. I can't, my mind can't count right now. Recall the warrant, Your Honor. There you go. There's your 5 words. I've spoken to him. He's been here for the last hour and a half. I've spoken to him around 9:15. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Later not showing up, and we're going to execute the warrant. So we'll see if he comes in here, calls his case. There's probably calling his attorney practically out there.
Maybe smart. I don't know. Depends on what the Bar Association is going to have to say about it and what his defense is.
He's not going to come save them, I'll bet you. So we're going to execute the warrant. But he's out there.
Now, the judge retired after this video is released, is the title of this video, a portion of the title of this video. Does anybody have confirmation of that? If the judge retired after this video went public? Post it in the chat.
Probably waiting on his attorney or something. He's good at what he does. He doesn't ask until it's between him and the door.
Well, the judge could have easily recalled the warrant out of her own volition, understanding the situation that Mr. Sanchez is in. But somebody has to speak up for Mr. Sanchez. So that's why the judge is the neutral party. So having her have to quit... There she is. Bernards Goodman. Catherine Bernards Goodman. That's her name. I lost it. Here we go. Judge Catherine Bernards Goodman.
At 10:47 a.m., the blatant attempt to cover up their tracks begins. They allegedly falsify court records and justify the unlawful arrest.
Sometime after 9 o'clock. But this isn't a social event.
She's still on the bench, says George Humphreys. So judge retires after video is released is just what, fishing for likes, fishing for views? That's not cool. If that's not a fact, why would you put that?
So maybe we should call it so that we can document what time he came in. Yeah. State of Utah versus Sanchez.
Judge Katie
That was the clerk, by the way, the one that was smirking on the video on the left-hand side.
Bernards Goodman and prosecutor Nathaniel Swift go on record to deliberately lie about the time Mr. Sanchez arrived at court.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, I just want to make sure we see you before you go back. Your case was already called this morning. We just saw you arrive about 10 minutes ago, which would have been at 11:15.
I've been here since 9:08.
Well, you did not come to our courtroom until 11:15. This is the third time you have either missed or been hours late.
Okay, now, again, 11:15 is when the prosecutor finally decides to recall the case. It's not the time that he arrived. But again, it's not the judge's job to keep track of what time every defendant came in. He is represented by counsel. It was his counsel's job to inform the court what time he showed up, and that was around 9:17 when she finally spoke with him. And court video does show, but it's only in retrospect, what time he actually showed up. But when counsel abandons their own client, this disaster happens. This is why it's so important to have competent counsel represent you. A lawyer that actually personally cares about your case and is not going to leave you out to dry like this. Because it's not the judge's job to keep track of all this. It's not the prosecutor's job to keep track of all this. It is your job as the lawyer. I'm talking about myself here. I'm talking to all the criminal defense attorneys out there. It's your personal job to help your clients. And if you leave them out to dry, this insane disaster of a case happens. This is what happens when you don't speak up. You know, it would have been better if Mr. Sanchez represented himself in this case. He would have been better off, because with that representation, I can't call that representation. What is the oh God, what is it called? I need a thesaurus. What's the I can't even speak. Antithesis to representation. What's the antonym to representation? Does anybody know? What's the antonym? You know, synonyms are words that are like. What is an antonym to representation? Antonyms. Misrepresentation. Good for you guys. Come on, that's too easy. I'm looking for a little bit more, something a little bit more cutesy, rather than what's the antonym to representation? Misrepresentation. Duh. Come on. I'm trying to get creative here. So when you have counsel, you have representation. When you don't have counsel, you have a sellout. I like that. Absence, inactivity. We're getting closer. It's not discrimination. I mean, it might be. Ooh, Elise Vautour with the clutch. Desertion. Yes, Elise. You win this one. You win the internet today, Elise. Desertion. What a word. What a word. Not dissertation. But wait, is it even a word? Hold on. I just Googled it. When you desert someone, right? To be abandoned, to be deserted. Desertion. Okay, so it's a different spelling. You had the right idea. You're still getting the credit, Elise. You got it. Desertion. I just posted it in the chat. The act of deserting a person. He was deserted. He wasn't represented. He was deserted. That's the word I was looking for. Deserted. I cannot call that representation. That is desertion. He was deserted by his own, not eaten for dessert. Although technically, when you really think about it, yes, he was. He was eaten by the court as a dessert. So actually, that works as well. He was deserted and he was eaten as a dessert. Both of those work. Desertion. That's not representation. That's desertion.
So we issued a bench warrant for you hours ago. We're going to
Hours
execute
ago.
on it this time. I believe we told you last time if you
2
were
hours.
late, you're going to go into custody. So,
I spoke with Heather at 9:17.
okay.
I was here earlier.
Judge Katie Bernards Goodman.
And see, and when he calls her out, it was her job to speak up. Ms. Chestnut should have spoken up and said, "Yes, Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Sanchez around 9:17 a.m." Because that's what happened. Yet she just stands there. That is an abomination right there. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Ignores Mr. Sanchez's statement, and his defense attorney Heather J. Chestnut remains silent.
Your Honor, I saw the defendant here. When I first saw him, I recognized him. I looked at the clock. It was 9:38 is when I saw him here. I'll note for the record that his
And
attorney
maybe
is
the
one that called.
prosecutor, I mean, we don't know. It's not, again, it's not the prosecutor's job. I'm not saying the prosecutor is lying. I'm not saying the judge is lying. I don't care what they have to say. It is not their job to keep track of Mr. Sanchez. It is their job, it is the judge's job to keep order in the courtroom, keep the docket moving, and it is the prosecutor's job to prosecute people and do his job. It is his defense attorney's job to keep track of their client and make sure he doesn't get a warrant, what time he shows up, and so on and so forth. So, again, I put no fault on Nathaniel, and I put no fault on the judge at the end of the day. It's his lawyer that I'm disgusted with. It's the lawyer, not the system. It's not the system's responsibility to keep track. It is not. Whether they're lying, whether they got it wrong, it doesn't matter.
About the case, and we've had this conversation at least 3 times.
Could I just know what time the warrant was issued? What time did my attorney leave?
That, you can ask your attorney about that, but we didn't issue it until after 9, and you're here way after that.
The judge may be mistaken. It's not her job to keep track of the clock. We know the facts now. But it's just how giddy they get. This is ridiculous. They're dealing with a person's freedom. The person's life.
When I created the video, I tried to get some media attention to it. I contacted many local news stations, many local reporters and journalists. Nobody wanted to cover the case. Everybody
Yes, it's the
refused.
defense's
And
fault.
the only thing that did
all the
happen
defense attorneys.
was that one of the news stations or reporters that I contacted, they got in contact with the judge and showed them the video that I had posted on YouTube. And based on that, the judge recused herself, removed herself from the case. I didn't get any media attention from it, but at least I got a new judge from that.
Guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more we have yet to talk about. I wanted to give you all as much information in part 1 as possible without overloading you guys with too much info. I think this investigation is proof at how easy it is to conspire against the common citizen in the court of law. How many times has this happened before? Guys, please, let's hold these people accountable. Share this video, voice your concerns. This needs to be exposed. Stay tuned for part 2. This has been an ASD Docs investigation.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Let's extrapolate. What could the attorneys have done better? Not throwing their client under the bus. That's one. Another is actually provided representation. That's another one. Kind of goes hand in hand with the first one. Not called the case. I mean, look, don't call the case. He clearly insinuated at the very beginning, Mr. Torrance, that let's just go get a warrant out for him. That's what he wanted, and he got it. What he should have done is waited for his client to show up. And if the client wasn't there, message him. Hey, man, where you at? I've done this so many times, it's not even funny. Hey, man, we're in court. Judge may be calling your case in a little bit. Where are you? Oh, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Okay, no problem. And I just sit there and I wait. I don't go to the bench and say, Your Honor, my client is not here. Please issue a bench warrant. Okay, thank you. Bye. And then I leave, and then my client shows up. Hey, where's my lawyer? Oh, there's a bench warrant out for your arrest. Come here, buddy. I'm sorry, what? That's desertion. Mr. Sanchez was deserted by his own lawyer. There's nothing worse than, I can't think of anything worse than that. I can't think of anything worse than that. It's better if Mr. Sanchez would have come in to the courthouse and represented himself. He would have been better off, because at least he would have had representation. He would never have deserted his own case. People care about their cases usually. But to have someone else that you pay, that you rely on, I mean, there's another big word for you guys, fiduciary. There's a fiduciary relationship. There's a fiduciary responsibility by the attorney to the client, by Mr. Torrance and his other attorney to Mr. Sanchez. There's a fiduciary responsibility, and they breached it openly, unapologetically, disgustingly. This is ridiculous. Was it a public defender? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, True That. I think it was. I think it was 2 public defenders from what I've been hearing, but I'm not 100% sure. I just cannot believe it. Yes, of course there's a fiduciary responsibility. If it was a public defender. A lawyer is a lawyer is a lawyer is a lawyer. It doesn't matter if you paid for him or if the state is paying for it. A lawyer is a lawyer, and they have a responsibility as an attorney-client relationship. And once that attorney-client relationship has been established, the only way to terminate it is to ask the court to withdraw from the case. You can't just go around that rule and have the court issue a bench warrant, and now your client is sitting in jail on a $15,000 bond as a result of your doing, and now he's more pressured into taking a plea deal because, well, in order to get out, he needs $15,000. Speaking of, does anybody in the chat know if so the case is still pending, it sounds like. Did he have to post the $15,000 to get out? How did he get out? This is what I want to know. Does anybody in the chat know how Mr. Sanchez eventually got out? Was his bond lowered? Was there a motion to lower his bond? Was there a motion to release him on his own recognizance? What happened? His brother paid the bond, T-Stretch? He paid the $15,000 to get him out? I think the female lawyer is now a civil rights lawyer. I think that's right. So he spent 2 weeks in jail. Hey, McDonald GC. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, join on as a member, get some perks. Wow. Hey, Red Rex. I know, I agree. Hey, Tracy. Okay. All right, let's go and start the next video. I can't anymore. This one, I love the title. How to End Your Law Enforcement Career in One Night. Link is in the chat. Off we go.
Cops? Yes. You're cops? No. Is there another gun in your purse? Yes. Okay, so I'm here to help you, right? Cop to cop.
She's a sergeant.
Very good. Sergeant. Now, what are you going to do with that? No, let him go. Get off my camera. Alright. Hey, what's your name again? Sorry, I'm sorry. You gotta stop yelling that, right? We're all cops here. here. That's not professional, right? I just want to go home. We have someone en route to pick you up,
I know, I'm so sorry. Bitch, you're a fucking hoe.
Sarge, did you have fun tonight?
Motherfucker, I need my motherfucking drugs. I'm good.
Oh, yeah?
I'm good. I need my drugs.
What is going on here?
Hey, calm down.
Is she a police officer?
She is. I know she is. Fuck that shit.
Saturday, April 24th,
What the hell?
2021, at approximately 8:16 p.m., 2 Doral police officers were dispatched to Heaven Maconos involving 2 white females being disorderly and disruptive and refusing to pay their checks. The 2 individuals were Miami-Dade School police officers Jennifer Greenier and Sergeant Dubreska Guevara. Despite Sergeant Guevara's behavior, she received premium treatment. If the average citizen were to display such behavior, officers would not exercise such tolerance. Miami-Dade School's police chief, Edward Lopez, stated the incident is currently being administratively investigated by Internal Affairs Unit and declined to further comment.
They're both cops, so both of the females are cops. Okay. The disorderlies.
Are you good?
Okay, let's get dressed.
Oh wait, hold on, real quick. Deb. Announcement of judicial vacancy, February 22nd, 2019. This position results from the retirement of Judge Katie Bernards Goodman, September 1st, 2019. Oh, so she did leave. But okay. So she did retire. The judge from the previous video. She made $166,300 a year. 20 days paid vacation, 11 paid holidays. That's a whole month, basically, out of the year that you get to take a break. $25,000 term life insurance with the option to purchase $300,000 or more. Medical and dental plans. All plans require small employee contribution. It's not bad. Okay, so I'm not sure if she retired because of the video or because of something else, but anyway, back to the new video. Our disorderly cop ladies.
She needs to put on her clothing.
She's gonna do this by herself.
Okay. Do you need any assistance from us? Is there any way I can help you? Okay, I'm here to help you, okay? We're all friends here, right?
Perfectly understand?
You guys said you're cops?
Yes.
You are cops? You have credentials with you?
You want it?
I do want your credentials.
You have my credentials?
I do want your credentials. Does she have credentials with her as well?
Yes.
This is your purse, right? I'm gonna pick it up for you. Do you need me to call you an Uber or anything? So how are we gonna get home? You got your credit card?
This is your card?
Yes.
You're good? You look at the credit card, you tell me if you need anything else.
Okay, that's your credit card, right?
No, you tell me.
Did you pay your bill already?
Yep, everything's paid. Well, you can pay me.
Do you have ID on you so I can see? I know. You want me to get it?
It's all in there.
Hey, you have a. Let me see. Can I
Hey,
get
mechanic.
it?
Hey, our
Listen,
boy.
she wants.
I'm here to help you, okay? Give me 1 second, okay?
Listen to me.
We're Miami-Dade PD.
Great. Okay, so
Listen to me.
let's.
Yes. Broke it down.
So
She wants community.
She said we're Miami-Dade Police Department.
Is there another gun in your purse?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm here to help you, right? Cop to cop. Alright? Do you have any credentials with you? Is your ID? Everything's in here?
You give her whatever she needs.
Try to find ID on her.
Relax.
My ears hurt.
That's fine. Let her give you what you need.
You don't have anything else on you, right? Okay, that's great. Okay, where are your credentials? You're telling me it's in here, but it's not in here.
No, it should be in.
So what is the problem? Why are they getting?
Is there another credit card?
Why are they getting in trouble? What do they do?
Yes, we do. Okay, there's nothing else in here. There's no wallet or anything in here. Is there a credit card in there we can use to pay the bill? We can look for it. Right?
Oh, so the bill was not paid. Okay.
See if you can get another
So they
credit card.
lied about paying the bill because they said, "Is the bill paid?" And they said, "Yeah." It is. And now they're like, "No, the bill needs to be paid."
To not make a scene or anything, we're gonna go downstairs and then we're gonna call a cab or some downstairs. You guys have masks with you? Hey, right? I'm sorry.
They refuse to pay the bill, says Ken Burton. Okay.
Put our masks on. I'm just gonna let her know everything's okay. Alright? Listen to me.
Drunk and disorderly, not paying their bill. That's definitely a way to end your law enforcement career in one night. I think one of them stays on the force and the other one doesn't, right?
How about I'm gonna hold you? No. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna hold me. Hold me. She's a brand new. She's FTO. Okay. She's just gonna go through with her. Okay, I'm gonna hold you, okay? And then my partner's gonna hold her. I'll hold both of you. We're gonna go through the back, okay?
It's Miami, probably. They're drinking Miami. The level of slosh that they are, their bill might be $150
We're gonna go through the back.
for drinks. 2 people having 4 to 5 drinks, that could easily be $150 plus tip. That's a $200 tab. Easily. For some of you wondering why they won't just pay their bill, this could be a $200, $250 tab. Unless they bought some top shelf stuff, which might be even higher than that. Miami is very expensive. One Jack and Coke in Miami can run you $15 without the tip. Easily. Easily.
Be careful. Oh, be careful there. Just hold on to me. You're good? Put your arm around me. I'm good, baby girl. Are you good? I'm good. I don't think you're good. I'm good. You're good? It's over there. We're good. We're good. You're good? Is there another officer that can pick you up? No, you tell me. Are you good? I'm good. Hold this and then you can pass. Here's the thing. Make sure you have everybody else around you. Very good. Yes, we're gonna go. I'm right here. We have to pass that way, so be careful. Hold on to me still. I'm good. Okay? Let's go back. You tell me where you want to go. Let's stand.
You tell me where you want to go.
Just stand. Do you want to take your shoes off?
No, you tell me. You
Okay,
tell me.
hold the door. There you go. Go.
Oh, Lord.
We gotta walk. You tell me. Come to me.
You're a police officer. Why would you get so intoxicated?
No, we're not doing that. You tell
In
me.
public.
You're good. We're good. I got you. Okay, you don't have to do that, alright? You tell me.
It's all
Put your arm around
professional.
me. Alright. So I can grab you. Alright? Be careful. One step at a time, okay? Who's that right there? Okay, when we get there, we're gonna take your shoes off. He's right, and I don't want you to get hurt, right? Tell me to go. We're gonna take your shoes off, okay? You're an instructor, you said? Yep. You're an FTO? Yep. This is pretty bad, right? I'm just going where you go. Let's sit right here on the step. Let's sit. Sit. Okay. Sit. Okay, sit, and then we're gonna take your shoes off, okay? Hey, wait for her. I'm gonna sit right here. Take your shoes off, okay? So we can get down. Whenever you want, you let me know. Alright, let's take your shoes off. Okay.
And she's got heels on. Damn.
Put him inside his back. No food in here, right? Feel better? Hell yeah.
Oof.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Go right here. You let me know. We're good. Hold on. Number 1 should stop back. I'm just saying. Alright, Papa, I love you. For you to back up a little bit. He got it. That's the number 1. Let's go. Step. Let's go. 1, 2. You let me know.
Law Prevention Officer Toledo and LP Office with the female.
Hold on. Let me go. Let me know.
Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way.
Right here.
You are good. You don't have to do that. Listen to me.
I'm good.
We cleared the way for you, okay?
That's my food, right? I'm good.
One sec.
Cabrello. Cabrello?
Don't have anything else on.
Cabrello, is that you?
Carvello, that's me.
Cabrello. Let me tell you, Miles is gonna have a lot to know about you. You're gonna
About
be
me?
awesome. You're gonna be fucking badass.
Listen, I don't need to be badass. You guys just have to, if you are
Good.
law
We're
enforcement.
do good, and what we do is what you guys come with us. And what Cabrero does, you're a fucking badass. Cabrero, you're a fucking
It's
badass.
Carvello. We don't have to be badasses, okay?
Carvello.
We just don't have to drink that much.
I got you.
Yeah.
If you are an FTO, come on.
go.
What's your... Good?
You have credentials? You see already? They verified?
No, they gave us permission to go inside their bag, so we're gonna see if it's in there. You said your credentials were inside of the bag, right?
They're all inside the bag. Whatever
It's
you
inside
need.
the bag. Look at that.
Whatever you need.
Your badge is in there, or just
Yep,
your...
everything's in there. Whatever you need, just ask and it'll be in there.
Perfect.
Or it should be in there.
Alright, thank you.
So ask for it. Ask for it.
Okay, that's you.
Valle, ask for it.
How long have you...
Can I get your...
Ask for it, Valle. Ask for it.
This is insane. Ah.
She's a sergeant.
Very good.
Sergeant.
Now, what are you going to do with that?
You want to go there for?
Yes.
No, baby. You do with that, with that.
Okay.
What are you going to do with that?
Listen, so who can we call so they can pick you up?
I'm sorry.
Who can I call so they can pick you up?
I want him to call the SRO.
Okay,
I
so
want him to
how...
call.
you have your phone with you? Or
Yeah,
you're calling someone
no,
to
I have my
come
call.
pick
I
you up?
want him to call. I want him to call. I want him to know that he can call.
Alright, I can call too. Yeah, sorry about
Let him go.
that.
Let him go.
Hey, you're calling
Let him go.
someone
Let him
or
go.
texting someone?
Put your phone down. Let him go.
What's their ETA?
Let him go.
What's their ETA? Okay. Hold on to me, because the last thing I want to need you is...
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ay.
No. Let him go.
Okay, get off my camera.
Sorry.
Hey, come to camp, please. And girl. City police.
Go ahead, Valle. What do
man.
you do?
Alcohol is bad, you guys. Alcohol is
No.
bad.
What do you do?
It's a career ruiner, it's a health
You tell
ruiner,
me.
it's a family ruiner, it's a relationship ruiner.
I'm gonna put it in your bag. Oh, you can't go to the line, please, no. Which one?
You tell me, Pablo Valle. You've got a
43.
Valle, look at me. I'm here with her. You tell me. What do you have? Sorry.
You know,
Look at me, Valle. What do you have? Ask me. What do you have? Look at me. Valle. Look at me.
They're coming?
Look at me. Valle, come over here. Valle.
Your phone number?
Valle, come here.
So, how long have you been a sergeant for?
9 years.
9 years.
Nanye, come here.
How long have you been a cop for? I've been a cop for a year. How long has she been a cop for?
There you go. You tell me.
I don't know,
9
I'm
years.
asking.
9 years.
No, her. You said you were her FTO, right?
9 years.
And how long has she been a cop for?
9 years.
Her?
Mm-hmm.
So you were her FTO. You're
Correct.
FTO now.
Correct. So call her.
Call who?
Call the FTO. The FTO.
You are
girl.
the FTO, right?
Valle, come here.
Wait, Vaya's talking to her, okay? And I'm talking to you. We need him to do his job, right? So I'm gonna stay here talking to you, and he's
You
gonna
tell-
talk to her, okay?
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me. Talk to me.
I'm talking to you.
What's up?
There
okay?
you go. I'm talking to Cabrera. Cabrello. Sorry.
Get my name right. Come on.
Carbello.
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 There you go.
Carbello.
Carbello. Hey,
Carbello.
that's her name.
Carbello. Carbello. I can't say her name right, so tell me. What do I got? Carbello.
Okay, but you can't do that because you're gonna.
This
fuck
is
up.
like entertainment right here.
Carbello or Cabrella?
Carbello.
Carbello. Sorry, Carbello. I don't know. Is it Carbello or Cabrella?
pasen.
Guevara, what's up?
She just wants to party. You got that right, nation state.
No.
I don't know if I want to party with her, though. I will say that.
Tell me. What do you got? You tell me. Okay. Cabrello!
We're gonna sit right there. No, be careful.
Sorry.
Go. No, not there.
Tell me. Cabrello!
Here, you want your bag? You want your bag?
Cabrello!
Is this
Tell
your bag
me.
or your friend's bag?
Cabrello! Cabrello!
Listen, you have to calm down, okay? Stop yelling. We can
Cabrello!
have a conversation. You have to stop yelling.
Cabrello! Tell me, Cabrello! Ven acá, babo! Cabrello! 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 Woo! Cabrello! Cabrello! Cabrello, come here, babo! What's up, man? You want to talk to her, but you don't want to talk to me? That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Cabrello! Ya me cansé, coño. I'm tired, man.
We're tired too.
I know.
You want to pick up your hair?
No, I'm tired.
You want me to pick up your hair? No?
Cabrello!
I'm gonna pick up your hair, okay?
Dale, okay. Cabrello!
Alright.
Can I touch you?
No, you can't touch me.
I better.
What the hell?
Well, what do you want me to do?
You wanna hold?
You tell me. I don't know. I don't want to get hurt. You tell me. Can I
No,
touch
this
you?
might just be alcohol. I don't
You can
know.
hold on to that. How about that? There?
Y'all think there's more to it? Maybe. I don't know. I have no evidence of that.
Dale que tú puedes. Dale que tú puedes. Dale que tú puedes. Ay, she's so sweet. I fucking love her, man. Ah! You pulled my hair.
Well, I'm not.
Dale. Okay.
All right, you guys want to keep watching this, or you want to go to the next video?
Ryan, I'm sorry.
What do you want to do, Chad? There's 8 more minutes left of this debauchery.
I do.
Well, I don't think you're gonna make it.
Ah! Don't tell me that. I want to go home work tomorrow.
No, you're gonna go home and you're gonna rest.
Bitch, you make me work tomorrow, motherfucker!
Hey, Brian.
I promise you, I'm really good.
Okay. All right. Everybody's done with this video. Okie doke. Let's go on to the next one. This one is titled, "Look at this mother Tucker right here, don't drink and drive." Hey, Catalin. This is the video.
Somebody had to be drinking and driving. Look at this here. Look at this here. This is how you do that. Drink and drive. Look at that. You see? Looks like they hit this motherfucker. Bounced off this motherfucker. Made it hit this motherfucker. Put half the engine. Put the engine back in this motherfucker. Swipe the side of this motherfucker. Half the fucking car is underneath of this motherfucker.
Okay, I can do a little bit without the swearing.
Into this motherfucker. Steal more car parts and tore off the window and the mirror on this motherfucker. Looks like he came back, got control for a second, and then hit this motherfucker. Pulled it back onto the street. Came back while he was at it. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Hit this motherfucker.
That's like 4 cars already.
Fall in the trail.
5.
Swerved around. Slammed that motherfucker into that motherfucker. Swerved around. Looks like he sideswiped this motherfucker right here. On his way out the motherfucker. And you can see the trail.
Oh my god.
I'm assuming this is, I mean, I know it's got to be an oil type for it to still be it. But damn. Nipped this motherfucker right here while he was at it. Wasn't done.
7.
Knocked the bump off of that motherfucker. Managed to gain control. I wonder what the fucking car looks like.
Yeah, right?
Do not drink and drive. You will fuck up a whole bunch of people's morning and shit. There's around 8 motherfuckers that's gonna come out this joint and be so fucked up at that motherfucker. Be safe out there. There's some idiots out there.
Wow. Okay. All right. Like I said, could do a little without the swearing, but yeah, he was pretty funny. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Shall we do one more, chat? Shall we do one more video? What do you all think? Shall we do one more, or are we going to call it quits right here? That was nuts. That was nuts. One more? Everybody wants one more. All right, we'll do one more. Let's see if this is a short one. We need a short one. Includes a paid promotion. Okay. This one is 21 minutes long. Let's do that one. Y'all ready for this?
Boring, or having those stupid family pictures on them? Do your friends laugh at you when they see how dumb your walls look? If you're a wall loser like I used to be, check out Display! A display is a super awesome metal sign that can be put up in seconds. Tap the sticker to the wall.
Here we go.
Get 30% September.
I've never been to New Britain. I've never been no fucking New Britain. Fucking liar. I want you to know the badge number. You're going down. I got that shit on camera. You're going down. You lying bitch.
Oh, it's a reaction video. Why am I reacting to a reaction video?
Everything I do is legit. Everything I do is legit.
You dropped $1.
You really gonna sit there and lie? Everything I do is legit. Everything I do is legit. Everything I fucking do is legit.
You need to relax.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I want your fucking badge number. I want your badge number. Badge number.
Is there a book of like how to be a fucking asshole to the police? Not that it's wrong to ask for a police officer's badge number. That's a common thing. Police do if you feel that you should do that. It's okay. A cop will tell you. But it's like there's a common list of phrases that goes with being a absolute piece of shit to the police that you have to repeat over and over. And I think that's the number one thing is I want your badge number. Where if you would stop screaming, slow your heart rate down, stop being a complete cunt, you could see that their badge number is on their badge. And if you ask them nicely, they would give you a card that says their name and their badge number on it. It's hard. It's hard to understand. If you don't scream at them and you talk with them like they're people, because they're talking to you like you're people, they'll give you their badge number.
Badge fucking number. Now. Now. You will go on administrative leave effective immediately.
Somebody just asked in the chat, why is she so mad? That is a phenomenal question, and I think I have the answer to that. It's a personal problem. It is most definitely a personal problem. There's something going on in this lady's life that she needs to get over. Something happened to her. People don't just become like this, you know. You don't just act like that out of the blue. Something happened in that lady's life, and I feel really bad for her. She needs to fix whatever is going on in her life. That has nothing to do with the stop, nothing to do with the cop, nothing to do with anything. She finally found a platform to release her anger, whatever it is, whatever is originally directed to.
Ooh, she's the police chief now.
You will go on administrative leave effective immediately. Now.
Oh, I figured it out.
You'll go on
Police chief
administrative
over. That's
leave.
why she's so mad.
Now. I'm not Miss Thompson. I'm sick.
Oh, did you hear that? One of the officers said, is she the chief now? And this guy said, I don't know, man. This car's reported as stolen. She's the registered owner. We're just trying to figure it out. When I was a cop, I wish random people on the streets could send me on holidays. I'd be like, I'll take it.
I was registered stolen.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You got the hot sheet?
People normally don't act like
Alright,
that
so
when
if I had to
everything is
guess
going
what
well in their
actually
life.
happened was, I know if a vehicle is stolen, then it gets logged either into the dispatch notes or right into the DMV, which you have access to in your computer in the cop car. Let's say your boyfriend takes your vehicle out and then he cheats on you and you're mad at him and you report it as stolen, and then you go to the police and you file a police report, then there's going to be a note on the DMV or on the 911
I think he's
dispatch, whatever
speculating.
program you use, for if you run that tag, it'll pop up as stolen.
It's
But
a
if you
valid
don't
theory, but
go
it's speculation.
back to the police where you filed the report at and tell them, oh, I got my car back, or this situation is resolved,
I mean,
then it's still
if
going
they
to
skip
pop up
his
as stolen,
analysis-
and you're going to get pulled. Oh, it's her boyfriend. It's her boyfriend.
It is her
Just
boyfriend.
said, and
Okay.
they actually.
All right, Catherine. 5934, please.
Simon, can you please stop fucking checking my video? You know this is a car, you fucking bitch. Jane White, that's your name? Can I get your badge number?
Can we show her that? Can we just show her that it's on the list of stolen? Hey, what's her name?
They're all calm as shit. Stolen?
You're calling for talking to me.
Come here.
I don't have to talk to you.
I want to show
I'm
you.
not under arrest.
I'm trying to show you. Listen, see your car right here, ma'am? I see it's red. You see AW8.
There's no possible way.
Listen.
Get back in the system.
No.
There's no fucking possible way. My car has
She's
never,
literally not
ever,
gonna know.
been stolen. Ever.
Well,
Ever.
listen. We're trying to tell you. We're trying to tell you.
Ow, my ears!
Leave me alone. No, it hasn't.
She screamed loud enough.
Everything is in my name. How
Listen.
the fuck could it be
We're trying to show you why we
That's some
stopped it. That's
bullshit
it.
system you
What-
did.
no,
Did you make up the
listen,
numbers?
no, listen.
Where'd you get the numbers from?
All right, I'm done.
All right, I have an idea. Blue Hills traffic stop. Blue Hills traffic stop. September 2020. Let's go directly to the video. Why am I torturing myself with this when I can just go to the direct video and eliminate the middleman altogether? All right. Oh God, here we go. So where do we stop? We're right about here.
There's no fucking way.
There we go. This is the original video.
It's reported stolen.
Okay, but it's mine. You see, I'm the
Would you
owner.
let me talk? If you're the owner, we'll take it out of the system and we'll have you. That's why we're confirming that you're the owner.
What else do you need?
To run you in the
What
system
else
to
do
make
you
sure this
need?
car is registered.
Put you the fuck out.
All right?
Give me my fucking registration and my insurance now.
Ma'am,
Give me my registration and insurance.
Relax.
Give me my registration and insurance.
Can we?
You're not gonna give it to
Listen,
me.
ma'am.
You're not gonna give it to me.
Ma'am.
You're not gonna give it to me.
Ma'am. Can you please come over here?
Sure.
Let them do what they gotta do. And then you'll be on your way.
Give me my shit.
What's your name?
Definitely not the best way to talk to cops, lady.
I hope y'all all go to hell.
Damn! She just sent them all to hell.
Wait till Hartford have this fucking ride.
I said I love Jesus, so that's not happening.
The fuck? I bet it will. Soon enough, it's already written.
You read the Bible.
It's already written.
Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
It's already fucking written.
Don't even
Let's
bother.
talk about it.
Oh, so she's a Calvinist.
Yes, I'm all of that. Whatever you want to be. Liberty too.
Okay? Jesus, I don't
I
got
don't
you.
give a fuck about me my registration.
I don't have your registration.
So get it from your friend.
Her car's in the system installed.
I don't care. You see it's me. You see I'm the owner. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Wait, she keeps flashing her driver's license saying, "You see, I'm the owner." The driver's license doesn't indicate which vehicle you're driving, you guys. Like, lady, get a grip on reality. The registration may be in your name, maybe not, but your driver's license just has your name, your address, has nothing to do with the vehicle. The license does not keep track of the vehicle you're driving. The driver's license is just a license issued by the state to allow you to operate a motor vehicle, or if you're a sovereign citizen, to allow you to travel in a motor vehicle. So the driver's license is not going to indicate whether or not she owns the bloody vehicle. I don't understand why she keeps flashing that.
All right, we have to do a phone call.
What are you doing? No, I don't want to talk to you.
Stay here. Stay over
I'll
there.
just leave.
You can't leave. You can't.
It's my car. I can absolutely.
Ma'am.
Like, do you have the keys? What are you doing?
Oh, whoa. Not smart. Not a smart move. Did she turn the engine on or no? I missed it.
You can't leave. You can't.
It's my car. I can absolutely.
Ma'am, do you have the key?
Oh, she said I can absolutely
Ma'am,
leave. Oh, she starts rolling. Whoa.
What are you doing?
No.
Stay over there.
Not
Stay
smart.
over there.
Not smart.
Stay over there. Stay over there. I'm not gonna tell you again. Stay over there. Out of there. Get out of the car.
Fuck! It's my car and it's not stolen! It's my car!
Dear Lord. Do you see how she's screaming at these people? Mother of God. What is wrong with her? What the fuck? That's not human. I don't know what that is, but that's not human. Have you ever heard of a person screaming like that? She does need an exorcism, I agree. I almost fell out of my chair. The car moved. I almost fell out of my own chair. Oh my God. I was just thinking that, Justin. I'm surprised she didn't get shot yet. Trying to roll her car. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look, yes, she has rights, but when you are acting like a homicidal, suicidal maniac, there's very little that another human can do with you. And she needs to calm her ass down. And they're trying to do that. They tried doing it peacefully. Now they have no choice. They're going to escalate. Right or wrong, they're going to escalate. She has brought them to that position. Whew. Poor woman. What is going on in her life that is making her be like that? That's what I want to know. Who hurt her? Golly. What are you supposed to do as a cop? Those of you who are like saying, okay, she's got rights, man. You're the cop in this situation, okay? You're the cop in this situation. You're the cop in this situation. What do? You have an irate individual who is losing their frickin' mind. What would you do? Chat. I want the chat to all these people who are trying to defend her saying she's got rights. You're the cop. What would you do? No, you joined the force involuntarily, nation state. You are now forced into this situation. What would you do? Be reasonable. What is the reasonable course of action with an irate individual who is not listening to reason, cannot contain her anger, is all over the place yelling no in people's faces? Not just yelling, I mean, she is full-on ballistic missile. She's very dangerous, and that's why they parked the police car behind her. So she can't leave. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. I've never been trained as a police officer. But I see why they're doing what they're doing. She's on the ground. She's getting handcuffed, and she's going to go to jail. What are the charges? I don't know. Disorderly conduct, attempting to flee in a motor vehicle, which is a felony in most jurisdictions. I mean, she brought this on herself. All she had to do was just calm down, get her citation, figure things out. If the car was stolen, address it in court. If the car wasn't stolen, address it in court. Stop fighting your case on the street. You're always going to lose.
Come on, stay over there. Stay over there. Alright. Back up. No, you don't need that many. Back up. Why is it not a female officer? Guys, back up. Listen. You gotta try to calm it down. Relax. Yo, you need to tell them that she can't breathe, man. They need to help her. Just trust me. They're doing what they gotta do. Step back.
Okay, I'm gonna record.
That's fine. Record all you got once. But stay on the curb.
I'm right here. That's right.
We good. I'm an officer to my officer too, bro. It's not right. It's not needed for all this extra stuff. I'm an officer too. It's not needed for all this. Why is there no female cop out here? Why is there not a female cop out here?
All of these men are not gonna hold her up.
Step back. Just relax. Just step back. Just relax.
Anyone else talking?
Sit down and stay still.
Emotions are high.
Calm down.
Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Join on as a member.
31 is closing. You guys can make your way to 911, 1 kilo blonde hair, wearing a white shirt and jeans, black male wearing a gray sweater, change the building with his
Hey, Cat.
CJ in the Superlander, 1040.
Later, Catalan. Is it over yet?
Are you a relative? I thought you said you were his sister.
That is my sister.
So the little girl's in the car.
You got your brothers? That's my sister.
What's up,
There's
Vinny?
a
Is that your
little
name,
girl in
Vince?
the car.
Your nickname,
Well,
Vinny?
you're saying that's your sister, so I would suggest go over there.
There you go. There's your shout out.
Whole kid in the car.
I'm glad that made you happy, Gary. Oh my god. She's just screaming the word supervisor. Like, this woman is acting like a 5-year-old whose candy has been taken away from her. Oh, man.
What's your badge number? What's your name, sir?
What is that doing it? What they back?
We want the names and badge numbers. Y'all got a problem. Y'all look at y'all slums. Y'all about to break.
Stand back!
Look out!
Stand back! Stand back! Stand back! Back up! Get on the curb! Get on the curb!
Y'all about to break.
Get on the curb!
Y'all about to break her foot.
Hey, hey,
Y'all supposed to come find the door. I don't care.
Stay back! Stay back! Get on the curb! Boss, get on the curb!
Y'all close out, find the fucking door.
I'm not gonna tell you one more time. Stay on the curb.
What you mean? I got it on tape. What you talking about? I don't care. I'm not gonna stop yelling none of that. Y'all gonna hear me today. Put that shit down. Fuck out of here.
And a car coming up, handle the crowd on the west side. Pull right up.
Is it over
Y'all
yet?
hurt her. Put her in the ambulance. Put her in the ambulance. So stop then. Put her in the ambulance. Put her in the ambulance. Put her in the ambulance.
Drive the car away with her daughter in it. Smart. Smart.
She's scared. Look at how much of y'all to her. What do you mean? Yo, what the fuck is you doing here?
Going to the ambulance, guys.
Get that person right out of here with the female in.
What's your back six? Everybody that jumped out of her. What's your back?
One more time. I can't hear you.
What's your back?
I can't hear you.
Everybody that
I can't
jumped
hear you.
out of her.
What's your badge number?
Everybody that jumped on her. We want your
I
back.
know all of them badge numbers.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Just wow. If all she did was simply calmly explain her situation rather than yelling it like a deranged maniac, this would have been a much different video. I will say that. Yep. Perhaps, Red Rex. Perhaps. So let's end on a different note, shall we?
Oh, he's stealing! He's stealing! Play too much, bro. He's stealing! He's stealing!
Dude, that can't just get brain freeze.
Oh my god, no!
Oh my goodness. That's an exercise in futility. Oh my god, this is adorable. Yes, Ion 6. We reviewed it yesterday and again today. Go check it out after this video.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my goodness. What is that? That was hilarious. That's a bingle, I think. Oh my god.
hungry?
All right, you guys. That's enough of that. Nice little therapeutic video. Definitely something we need right now. Thank you all so much for joining me on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for the videos. Keep them coming. My email is up at the top there. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Excuse me, and of course join on as a member. Sporting the Nirvana shirt today. I'm going to rechange the title. It's not no apologies, it's all apologies, you frickin' moron. I don't know why I put that. Don't ask. It's been a long day. But I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. And I will see you in episode 7 of season 4. DUI guys out.